You already know it's Ty Brown, aka Big Bet Breeze. I really don't like intros, so I'm gonna get right to the bag on this one. I know a lot of people know the Super Bowl is coming next week. They kind of want to know how can they bet, what's the easiest way to get into the game, little shit like that. So I'm gonna make this video nice, short, and to the point for y'all, so that y'all can go out there and get your bets popping for the last game of the season, right? So let's start right here in the middle. You see where my little cruiser is here, the win. That win is money line. Money line, the simply way I could put it is what team you think will win. Straight up, outright. Doesn't matter if that team wins by 1 point or that team wins by 100 points. Money line is who do you think will win. So underneath that is the odds here. That minus 165, the minus is the favorites. That means that team is, no, the people think that team's going to win. The people are with that team. That's the team by numbers or whatever that should win, right? Minus 165. That means you would have to bet $165 to win 100, right? Don't sound too great right now. That's what you get when you bet favorites. It's not the greatest, come up there. It's not really worth the money there. And on the flip side here, the plus is for the underdog. The underdog is the team that's not likely to win. An underdog is the team that isn't the juggernaut there in this situation. So in this situation, Kansas City, we all know, is a great team. Mahomes and all that good stuff. They are the favorites here. Brady on the other end. You know how that goes. So they are plus 145, which means if you bet $100 on the Bucks in this game money line, you will win $145. Now you see, okay, if I bet 100, I could win 145. That's more worth it than me betting 165 to win 100. Of course, but you're betting the underdogs, who are underdogs for a reason. Remember that. Favorites are favorites for a reason. Underdogs are underdogs for a reason. Simplest way I could put it there, to move over to the right, you see where it says total here? That is money, that is total points. I'm going to say money line again because I love money line. When I bet, if you're going to bet on this game, I would stick right here in the middle on money line or right here on the side, which is over and under. The total amount of points both teams will score in this game. Simplest way I could put it there. You got the Chiefs, you got the Tampa Bay. Whatever the ending score is, add them together, and that's your total. So we're looking at this, it's 56.5. To get over that, you will have to bet 105 to win 100. To get under that, you would bet 115 to win 100, right? So, easiest way that I like to teach people how to kind of play around with the totals and stuff is to split it right in half, right? I split it right in half. So, I don't really know my math top of my head. I'm not the mathematician here. I'm guessing it's like 28 something, right? 28 for them, 28 for them. Do you think the Chiefs will score more? Do you think the Tampa Bay will score less? You can do your math. You can see who will score what. And that's how you will figure out where you want to go on the total. So for anybody who's new to sports betting, just want to get in the game, just want to make the game more interesting to watch, I recommend you stay right here. Right here. Either pick a money line winner, which is just win or lose, or pick an over and under, which is the total score. Probably the easiest ways to bet right out the gate. I'll move over here to the left, which is the spread. Now, this is where things get a little more tricky, right? So underneath that -3, which is the favorites. Remember, you see that minus, you know that's more of a favorable bet for you. That -3 means the Chiefs have to win and win by more than 3. Now, I'm going to say that again because people got to really pay attention here. They have to win by more than 3. So if the score is 27 to 24, that's exactly 3. You're not winning that bet. Some sports books will give you a push, which is like a tie. If I bet $10 on it and I get a push, I just get my $10 back. I didn't lose. I didn't win. Fair game. Everybody walks away decent, right? But that's if your sports book does that. And I'm going to make a video at a later date on kind of sports books and how to pick them and figuring out where you want to go. But it's very, very important to shop your lines. If you take anything from this video, it's to visit different sports books. It's to see different lines here because another sports book might have this at -4 instead of 3.0. Another sports book might give me minus 155 if I bet the Chiefs instead of 165. So you can find all these different little angles and loopholes and, oh, I could save $10 if I go bet over here, if I can do this and do that. And that's where the pros do. That's where everybody who gets into the game do. They look at the juice here, and I'll explain what that means at a different time, but they look at the juice and kind of see what they can do to get the best bet for them. Because I'd way rather bet, like you see right here, this +3 and it's even next to it. That means if I bet 100, I'll get 100 back. I love that bet. Even is rare, but I love that bet because it's fair. I bet 100, I get 100. Instead of this, where I got to bet 120 to get 100. You kind of see what I'm saying? Now, back to the actual spread itself. This plus, remember, plus is the underdog's team that's most likely not going to win or whatever the case may be. That's plus 3.0, which means they can lose the game, but it's got to be within that 3-point margin. So I go back again to my previous example. Say 27 to 24, the Chiefs won, but it's by 3 on the dot. So it'd be a push. Remember, shop your lines. Your sportsbook may not do pushes. And if they don't, that means that if it's a tie, you lose. Sportsbooks got to make money. Vegas always is going to win. Remember that. Vegas is always going to win. So shop your lines, man. Very important. So if you're just starting out and this is going to be your first time placing any types of wagers on sports, anything like that, please, man, I'm warning you, please try to stay in here. Please stay in this area because that's going to help you out. It's going to be the easier bets to make or whatever the case may be for what you're trying to do. Now, this is my favorite right here. And I'm going to give y'all a little juice right now. This is my favorite right here. Where is it? Here we go. Boom. Right here. Where I play around with, where I like to gamble at, is right here. I'm giving y'all it because this is where I was making my money at all season here. It's anytime touchdown scorers. Simply put, that person that you pick has to score a touchdown in the game. It could be in the first quarter. It could be in the last quarter. It doesn't matter. They just have to score. So as you can see, look at that. Minus 165, meaning I'll have to bet that 2 in 100 on Travis Kelce because Travis Kelce is nasty. He might score. Same thing with Tyreek Hill over here. None of these are positive odds. I would bet Travis Kelce gets a touchdown in the Super Bowl. To me, it's a fair bet, but you want to make the money here. And then I play around with these other guys. So what I mean by that is it's the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay's defense is okay. Kansas City, I mean, Brady, threw 3 picks last week? So I like this right here. Defense or special teams to get a touchdown for Kansas City. Plus 450, meaning if I bet 100, I'll win 450. That's where you want to be at. That's where you get a lot of gains in your bets. A lot of people like the best favorites. They'll do, Kelsey's going to score a touchdown. Tyreek Hill's going to score a touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to win. Sure, you might hit that bet, but if you do, you're only going to make 15, 20 bucks or whatever the case may be. It's not really worth it. So, man, just pay attention to all your odds. Always shop your lines. You want to look around. And if I could give y'all a free little tip here, I would look around somewhere like here. Patrick Mahomes, anytime touchdown scorer. He's a quarterback, so he can't throw the ball for a touchdown, but he can run it in. I like that. I like Tom Brady. Where is he at right here for plus 400? I like Tom Brady too. If you know Tom Brady, it's a lot of QB sneaks and things like that. So you just got to do your research. Gambling is all about doing your research. Or I should say sports gambling. It's all about doing your research, paying attention to your lines, looking around, finding better deals and better value, and just study. Be studious. Be a student of the game. A lot of people think they could just say, I watch football. I know Brady's good. I'm betting on Brady. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. There's so many ins and outs of things you can bet on. It's over or under on yards. It's over and under on receptions. How many times a receiver will catch the ball, on targets, on this, on that. You can really bet anything in a game. So you got to find what you like, what you feel comfortable with, that type of thing, and go on for it. Like I said, I love anytime touchdown scorers. I don't care who wins or loses the game. I just care if Travis Kelce gets this touchdown for me. So I'll leave it at that. If you want to bet next week, it's all in here, man. Y'all know my Instagram. I put it down there in the bio. Tap in with me, man. I'm here to answer all questions, man. I don't charge to answer questions. I don't charge for advice. I'm here to make sure that y'all win. Y'all having a good time. And yeah, man, any more questions y'all got, comments, anything like that, link in the description, baby. Holla at me.